Hello, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're doing well. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot. This is your tarot card for the week of January 18th, 2026. It is a collective general reading, not individualized nor personalized to you. Messages may come through today that do not fully resonate, and if that happens, it's okay. It just means that one message is meant for someone else. So take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't, and be sure to check out your other placements of Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you don't know what they are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. With all of that said, let's begin. Tapping into the Virgo collective now for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What is the tarot card of the week here for the Virgo collective? And when Virgo, keep in mind, this is not what you don't see coming for the week ahead. The tarot card of the week reading is intended to help all of us move along in our respective journeys. Let's get one more shuffle here for Virgo. Thank you. Your tarot card of the week, the Six of Wands. Are you ready to be recognized for all of your efforts and achievements? At the bottom of the deck, we have Queen of Swords. What situation in your life do you need to be logical about? Okay. Tell me more about this for Virgo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Why is the Six of Wands their tarot card of the week? Are you ready to be recognized for all of your efforts and achievements? Okay, for my mercurial brothers and sisters. What does Virgo need to know about the Six of Wands this week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. I just heard stick to your guns, and I don't think that was meant by source to be something violent. I just think it means like to stand in integrity. I don't know, one of you watching how to hear that. Stand in integrity or stand on principle here. Queen of Cups, Page of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. Yeah, and that's what the Queen is holding, is the Ace of Swords. And this would be standing in truth, standing in integrity. Okay, bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Wands, you have Justice, and you have Nine of Swords. I think you've been dealing with a situation, environment, or a connection that hasn't produced the greatest results for you as of yet. But I think it's about to, provided, again, you stand in your truth, you stand in your authenticity. Be honest. I just heard be honest. And there's a little bit here of like you know the truth. Cross watchers absolutely hate me for some reason. I'm not saying everyone dealing with a Virgo is wrong. I'm just saying, in respect to whatever you are personally going through, as long as you stand on the side of truth and you hold steady to that, justice will be served. I know right now it doesn't feel like it because it's difficult, or you feel backstabbed, or you feel betrayed. But that Justice card tells me the universe is working here on your behalf. So fret not, worry not. All right, tell me more about this here. I think you're about to receive information, communication here from something or someone. And this could be something, I'll just give you an example. Let's say you were working at a toxic work environment. It was very burdensome for you. And I don't know, maybe you had a coworker do some type of betrayal or sabotaging thing behind your back. And as a result, you lost your job. Let's say that happened to you in the last week or so. Okay, again, this is only an example, not predictive in nature. There's something here about standing in your truth and standing in your integrity. That means not retaliating, not lying about the person, not making up rumors or playing into the rumor mill about them. It's just standing in your truth and look for another job. There's something like that. Like, keep your heart pure here in that Queen of Cups energy. There's no need to get into the mud with someone who did that to you. Justice will be served. And then I feel like if you just move forward then and find another job, you land an even better job than the one that you were unfairly maybe let go from, or unfairly you felt you had to abruptly quit because of this person. There's just something like that here at play. So I think standing in your truth and not resorting to whatever this person or these people did, like not retaliating, brings you the favorable outcome you're desiring. I hope that's making sense for someone watching. I didn't even say what card I was clarifying, but clearly you want them to look at this. Five of Cups, but it came out a little on its side. Yeah, I feel like all hope is not lost. I'm going to leave that on the side there. I think this could go one or two ways of you. If this message is resonating for you and you have a person or people where the connection with them or dealing with them has been burdensome, or maybe you feel backstabbed or betrayed, this could go one or two ways. I think if you give in to and try to match their low vibration, I think justice is going to take a little bit longer to come to you because you're operating at a low frequency. But if you can rise above it, If you can rise above it and stand in your truth and be true to yourself and have integrity, then I feel like you get a better outcome, a more favorable outcome. Tell me about this Page of Swords here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Page of Swords is clarified by the Nine of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Four of Cups. Yeah, this could be a missed opportunity here for you. Because, again, I go back to, if you're going to resort to retaliation or something underhanded, then in terms of universal energy, when we're just looking at energies, not you as a person or what you've dealt with, in terms of energies, you would be matching their low vibration. And then in that respect, you're not any better off than they are. You know what I mean? But again, if you can rise above or rise to the occasion, don't allow what happened here to close your heart off or make you resentful or make you bitter or make you someone who's going to seek revenge. Again, if you can stay above board, then what you want comes in. And it's actually better than what you lost. So, but it could be a missed opportunity if you get in the mud and play dirty with this person or these people. So there's a judgment call here for you to make this week if you have been having a difficult time with this person or, like I said, these people. And I think we saw that in your What You Don't See Coming for the week ahead. Some of you were having an issue with a person. Maybe they're trying to get people against you or trying to get information about you to use in like an unsavory way. Yeah, I wouldn't stoop to their level. I would rise above here because I think you end up getting something great comes in. That may or may not have anything to do with the situation, but it's just like a karmic reward for you that you didn't get in the mud with them. Okay, tell me about that Ten of Swords real quick for the Virgo collective. Let's clarify that Ten of Swords and Ten of Wands together. One more shuffle here. Thank you. I just said shovel. Was that your reading that I also slipped up and said shovel? I don't know. Maybe you're dealing with some kind of farming or shoveling or landscaping company. I don't know. Page of Cups, the Empress, and the Two of Wands. The bottom of the deck, Page of Pentacles. I would not wait for this person or these people to apologize to you. I would not wait for them to make good on this. I would stay in Empress or Emperor energy. I would not resort back to juvenile, or not resort back, but I would not resort to juvenile or petty. You know, in terms of ages, pages for me are children. The Knights tend to be a little bit more like a teenager-ish or early 20s. There's something here like, stick to being an emperor or empress here. What would an emperor or empress do if someone, like, you know, did something to impact their empire? Do they get in the mud, or are they strategic? Are they long-term? Do they plan? You know what I mean? So there's something like this here of like staying above board. Don't resort to immature or childish behavior just because this person or these people did, because that's what they're waiting for. That's what they're waiting for. I got the Page of Pentacles here. So it's someone who's immature, who did something to you, is now waiting for you to, you know, they hit you below the belt. They're waiting. Two of Wands is like they're waiting now for you to hit them back below the belt. I just wouldn't do that. I feel like you get something better if you don't do that. This was a lesson here for you. I know people hate hearing tarot readers say that, but this was meant to see if you could stand in integrity and not stoop to their level. Justice. Tell me about the Justice here. And justice comes in quick. And this could be like, again, I'm not predicting anything. I just give you the examples that they give me. And usually they give them to me in images. I'm not hearing words like I'm a crazy person. So this would be like you having a fight with a friend or a family member. And it got really terrible. And now they're waiting for you to retaliate, or waiting for, maybe they called you names online. They're waiting now for you to do the same. And you don't do that. You rise above. You stay in integrity. You're like, I know my truth. I don't need to declare it to the world. I know what really happened here. And I'm just going to go about my life and move forward. And if they want to be catty and badmouth me, they can. But damn it, I'm going to be the Emperor, Empress here of my life. It's like, you know, a week later, I don't know, you're in a convenience store and you get a scratch-off ticket and you end up winning like $500. There's something like that. Even if it has nothing to do with that person or those people, there is a karmic reward coming to you, just as the universe, it's like the universe's way of saying, good job, Virgo. You didn't stoop to that level. You didn't get immature. You didn't get in the mud with them. So I think you're going to know what this justice is when it comes in. Again, whether it has something to do with them or not. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Justice is clarified by Judgment Six of Wands and the Eight of Cups. Yeah, I would walk away from anything like being petty. Keep it to yourself. The comments, how they're making you feel. You don't have to announce it to the world. You don't have to get in their face. You don't know. You don't need to be confrontational. I mean, you can be. You have the divine gift of free will. I'm just saying you have a choice here in that Judgment card to walk away from being petty. And if you do that, then you're walking towards your Nine of Cups, which was already on the table. And then with that Six of Wands, that's your victory and success. So yeah, there's something here, like you will get a karmic reward for what they did to you, even if it's not in complete relation to what they did to you. But you'll know it when you receive it. Two of Cups to the Three of Swords. Whatever this connection here was for you or is for you, I think it has created some type of heartbreaking situation. And I just think there's something here about like not getting in the mud or not getting dirty. Let's get 3 cards of advice here for my mercurial brothers and sisters. And you got the Six of Wands card twice, right? Because that's originally your tarot card of the week. And then here it is again. 3 cards of advice here for Virgo. One more shuffle. Thank you. Because with that Five of Cups, the way it came out, there's almost a feeling here like even if you were to get in the mud and get revenge, you still wouldn't feel good. It's going to be momentary. You're going to feel good in the minute that you mother F them, or you know what I mean? But it's not going to create a long-term solution to this. What creates a long-term solution is you elevating, you growing, you rising above the petty bullshit. And I think you will be rewarded if you're able to do that. Again, Judgment, making the judgment call to stay above board. Hierophant, stay true to who you are. Magician. I would call this in. I would call in the karmic reward here. Okay, God, this is what they did to me. I'm not going to stoop to their level. I'm going to stay above board. I'm going to hold myself to high integrity. I'm going to respond the way an emperor or empress would do. And I ask that you take care of the karma. And I always say that let the universe handle their karma and dharma. And the same goes for you. So they did this, you handle that. I don't need to get any retribution here. I don't need to hold on to resentment. I'm going to make the judgment call. I'm going to stand in my power. I'm going to take this as a spiritual lesson. And now I'm going to move forward with my manifestation. So, and I would just say, bring me my karmic reward, whatever that is. And I think it comes to you. And I would meditate on this week. That is what I have for you, my dear, for the week of January 18th, 2026. If you like that message, resonates with you, or maybe just found it to be helpful or even hopeful, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.